Beautiful day for riding. We've got Mark from Pacific Riding School here with us. Mark, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
How to ride a motorcycle 101. These are the basics, and I'm trying to play the part with the outfit today. This is quite stylish for a riding outfit.
I think it looks awesome on you. Totally suits you.
Okay, well, that's step one. You got to look the part. But safety, obviously important. And what you don't see is the padding that comes with an outfit like this.
It's called body armor. It's in the boots you have. In the pants, you have
Knee pads?
Knee pads, yeah. This is a Kevlar reinforced jeans, so it's got good abrasion. Then when you go up to the jacket, you got the elbow, shoulders, and spine guard all built in. It's almost like hockey body armor. So those are all the impact zones in case you fall off a motorcycle. And then, of course, on your hands, you got the gloves. If you turn them over, these are all the, if you're going to slide, your hands go down. This gives us lots of abrasion protection on the gloves as well. And then we end up with the helmet. And obviously a full face helmet. There's some other options in half helmets, but the full face helmet protects all of that pretty stuff you got going on there.
Because you know that's the business, right?
Yeah.
That's the business. Now, you have an example of a bike here. This one is great for first-time riders. Why is this such a good fit?
It's a good fit because it's light and it has low horsepower. So it's as far as horsepower goes, it's not too sensitive on the throttle. You can make some mistakes and get away with it. And it's light enough where if you bobble, you start to lose a little bit of balance, it's very easy to bring it back upright. So light, low horsepower, very forgiving bike.
And when someone comes to take the official lesson, how much time is invested to be ready to take the exam to actually get a motorcycle license?
From start to finish, from the day you walk into the school to when you walk out, approximately 30 hours of training.
So we put in that time, and within the training, once it begins, we're on the bike. Milan, if you could, I want to get you to swoop over, because what are we seeing? This is, I'm unfamiliar with how all of this machinery works, but what are we seeing first time we're on the bike?
Well, the first thing I look at when I sit a person on the bike is, does the bike fit them? How big are their hands? So these clutch levers and brake levers, fully adjustable in and out, depending on the length of your fingers. So I want to bring the controls to the size of your hands. That would be the first thing I'd look at. The second thing I'm going to look at is down on the right side, right by your foot. I'm going to put the ball of your foot up on the foot peg. So come back even farther. Yeah. The ball of the foot is where all the feeling and the sensitivity is. And then when you want to use the rear brake, you pick your foot up, and again, the ball of your foot goes onto the rear brake. So I'm going to make sure that you know where your feet need to be on the bike.
Who's riding these days? You know, it's funny, my dad grew up in Kenya, had a bike. He has a bike now, and my mom is always apprehensive about the safety aspect of it. What is the target demographic? Who's riding these days, and how safe is it on the roads?
It's changed. You know, over the last 5 to 10 years, we're looking at 45 to 65-year-old people coming into it. Maybe they got some equity in their houses. Their kids are out. Now it's time to go for it.
Midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis all the way.
There.
Yeah, man. It's the best part of life. So that's what we're seeing these days as far as the demographic. When we get into the safety of it on the roads, all it really is when we go from our car mode, when we're driving a car, and we get on the motorcycle, it's just an attitude. And it's like, okay, I'm invisible in our culture here because there's not many bikes. Bikes are only on the road 6 months out of the year. So when I'm riding my motorcycle, I'm invisible, and that's the attitude that I carry, which makes it a lot safer.
Well, listen, I know a lot of time goes into it. Safety first. You've got a bike where two of us can ride. You're going to give me a taste of what this is all about, yeah?
Taste it is.
Okay, let's gear up and get it going.
Right on.
Judges.
Yep.
Hold on lovely, knees are tight, and off we go. It's like our Titanic moment.
Yeah, baby. Are you buying?